Hi, this is Anastasia Guspin with Hummingbird Health Synergy. In this video, we will be spending more time working our spine in a guided movement meditation. This is part of a video series on Koga. These are instructional videos more than they are exercise videos. They're intended to be watched in a sequence because we're building on skills and I don't want anyone to hurt themselves. The goal behind Koga is to always listen to your body. So if I'm saying to do something and it doesn't feel good or it doesn't feel right, then dial it back and don't do it. The idea is that you'll do this along with me to get the idea of it, and then you'll go do your own thing. Koga is not about pursuing an objective. Koga is about getting out of your brain and into your body. So there should be no judgment, no shoulding, and it isn't about achieving an objective. It is about meeting your body where it is at. So if you ever have that little voice that says, oh, I should do more, that's not the Koga voice, that's your mind. And it's the way that judgment gets back in, and it's the way that we end up injuring ourselves sometimes, especially if you're coming from a body that may be fighting something or struggling with something. So the first video was on the basics of the spine, but it dealt with very, very small motions. And this one builds on that in the fact that now we're going to allow the motions to be a little bit more fun and allow ourselves to get into the music a bit more. So again, you want to find a chair where your butt is supported but your back is not. And we still want to come from the same place of all the stuff we learned in the previous video. So you want to start just breathing into the body, letting your consciousness drop into the body. And start breathing into your spinal column. Really start just focusing on your spinal column. And now breathe into that lower part of your spine, the lowest part between your tailbone and your belly button. And just engage all those muscles to lift your weight off of your body. Breathe into those discs. Allow the discs to fluff up. Allow the oxygen to flow in. Allow the blood to flow in. And now move up to your middle back. Breathe into those discs. Feel all the discs just expanding and lengthening towards the sky just a little bit. Again, engaging your muscles. You never want to dump into your ligaments and dumping into your bones. This is about always, always keeping the muscles fully choosing to take the burden of your weight. That's where the exercise comes from. And now your upper back, engaging all those muscles, especially the muscles in the front of your spine. Lifting your chest up towards the sky, naturally allowing then your shoulders to rotate back and your shoulder blades to drop down. This naturally lifts the neck and chin. Feel the energy of this posture. Breathe into this posture. And feel how you are supporting your body and your spine and the discs are taking a break. And now from this place, just keeping again everything lifted, gently lifted. Just explore the music. Feel the music in and around the spine. It's like all that exists is your spine. And just let your spine dance to the music. Swaying side to side, maybe get your shoulders involved a little bit. And do some circles. And if I want to increase my range of motion, I try to usually slow it down, kind of as that exploration. So if I want to go far, I'm leaning farther out to my right. I don't do that real fast. You know, this exercise is really good for people that are trying to recover from things. You want to go nice and slow and make a nice slow circle. But you feel this, you feel muscles underneath your rib cage that get involved when you try to make a nice, slow, smooth circle. Another thing nice to explore is, I love diagonals, where you're kind of, so again, you're always supporting the spine, the whole spine is lifted up, and now I'm stretching like I'm leaning over a ball, but again, always supporting, like lifting with my muscles, lifting and leaning kind of back that way, and feeling the stretch come up the front of my body, and then again, supporting it back, and then you can go the other way, where you're kind of bringing it over, curling like a wave, like an ocean wave that's cresting. And again, but I'm supporting it. I'm not dumping. I'm fully lifted all the way from my tailbone up to my spine. I'm lifted, and I'm just curling the spine, and I feel my shoulders stretching. And then you can do it the other way. Again, supporting the back, rotating back over a ball, and then coming forward, more like that. Obviously, if you've been peeking, obviously you don't have to do this with your hands. I'm just trying to visualize what I'm seeing in my head. And then you can really just, again, your spine is like a snake. And I feel it like a snake. Like you can really start to explore all that. You could do a spiral all the way from the bottom to the top. And the slower you want to make it, the harder it is to make it perfectly smooth. And work it all the way up. And again, make sure you're lifted off your spine. Don't dump your weight into your body. We're working out. By now, you should probably start to feel some of those muscles all along your spine are getting stronger. You can really get down into the abs. You know, if you start getting into those lower circles, again, like we learned in the first video. So yeah, what feels good to you? Breathing. Again, staying lifted. Maybe check back in with your chest. Make sure you're lifting from the front of your spine. And you can try twisting too. And I put like a little undulation in there. You know, I'm turning, but I'm adding some rotation. And it's just about, you know, exploring. If you're turned to the side, you can make waves. Like I kind of always see a wave. Like follow the wave of the energy through your body. So that's basically an example of getting into the spine, but really getting into the spine a little bit more fun and explorative than the first one was. And you can keep doing this as long as you're lost in it, as long as you're in your body, and as long as you're still engaging. If your muscles actually get to a point where they get too fatigued and you realize that you're starting to dump your weight back into your body, then that's the time to stop. So you want to keep, try it again the next day, but don't keep pushing. If your muscles are fatiguing and you're dumping into your ligaments, then that's the time to stop for now. And as you continue to do this, you'll really start to build up your spine. And as you continue to do this, you'll really start to work out all those sticky bits in the spine. And the amount of fluidity that can be gained as you continue to do this was mind-blowing for me. And I considered myself a pretty flexible, fluid person. I was apparently wrong. Because we have so many vertebrae, and all of them have a range of motion. So once we start getting this and really exploring, there are just so many nuances of the different ways, and so many different ways that you can follow the movement, and they're all unique because it depends on where all the other vertebrae are too. So it really is a never-ending story, and that's what I love about it so much. So I hope this was good. Next time we'll work on arms. And again, please let me know in the comments if you love this, since, like I said, I don't expect people to be watching this over and over again. I hope you love it and then start doing it on your own. I hope you find a music that pumps you up, in case this isn't it. Whatever makes your body really want to move, go do that. So let me know in the comments if you love this and if you're going to start doing it, and good job.